So in this lesson, I'm going to teach you the pentatonic scale and how you can use it to improvise over a chord progression. I'm going to do it nice and simply so you can follow it. Here's an example of what you'll be able to do. It sounds great and it's fantastic to play and it's super easy to learn. So let's take a look. So the first thing we need to do is know the scale we're working in. Well, we're going to work in the C major scale, which is all the white notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B and C. Now a major pentatonic scale is made up of the notes 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. So in our C major, that's note 1, note 2, note 3, note 5 and note 6. So all we're doing is omitting the F and the B because these are the two weakest notes of any major scale. So this is the pentatonic scale, 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. So you can spend some time just moving up and down. And a good way to practice the pentatonic scale is all the way up the piano and all the way down again. Now I like to use my thumb on the C and on the G. Okay, so we can start by playing the C, D and E, and then we can jump our thumb to the G and play the G and the A. And then we can jump our thumb to the C and do the C, D, E again, and then jump our thumb to the G. And we can move up the piano like this. And you can just keep going up as far as you like. And all you've got to remember is as you move up, you're just missing out the F and the B. So C, D, E, G, A. C, D, E, G, A. Now to come down, you can use any fingers that you find comfortable. So I tend to use my middle finger to come down on the A and then on the E. But you can find what works for you. So on the way up, thumb on the C and thumb on the G. And then to come down, I put the middle finger on the E and the middle finger on the A. But there's no right and wrong here. You can do whatever you like. And that's just going up and down. Now when we're improvising, the idea is you can play any of those notes in any order you like. And you just have to try this out. This is trial and error. Some things will sound great, some won't. And it's very personal. What you think sounds great, somebody else might not like. But the best way to practice this is over a chord progression. So if we take a very simple pop chord progression, the 1, 5, 6, 4, I'll play this in my left hand, which is a C major, a G major, an A minor, and an F major. And all I'm going to do is play these 6 notes, C, D, E, G and A, in any order over the chord progression. Now to start with, you can just go up and down to get used to it. So it sounds something like this. Okay, just going up and down and up and down. But eventually what you want to do is mix it up a bit. Now I tend to like to look at these 3 notes together and to look at these 2 notes together. It's a good way to start. So if we do that over our chord progressions, so we start on the C, and we're looking at the C, D and the E. Move to our next chord. Just look at the G and A. Move to the next chord. Back to the C, D, E. To our next chord, to the G and A. And this is a good way to start. And remember, less is more. You don't need too many notes. You could just stay on one. And then the next time you go round, you might want to add a few more notes. Anything you like here. You're just practicing and getting used to the notes. The C, the D and the E, and the G and the A. And the more you do it, you can start mixing it up, as long as you're not hitting an F or a B. We don't want to hear them notes, but start mixing it up a bit. And you're literally just experimenting, moving across these pentatonic scale notes. And when it comes to improvising, you are going to use dynamics. So you want to get loud and you want to get quiet in different moments while you're improvising. So you want to practice with hitting some of them notes harder than others. And when you're doing this, a good rule of thumb is to take note of what chord you're on. So if I'm playing a C chord in my left hand, the note of C is always going to sound great, emphasized. Because I'm on the C chord. When I'm on the G chord, the G will sound great. When I'm on the A, guess what? The A sounds great. When I'm on the F, I can't use an F because it's a pentatonic scale, but do you know what? The A and the C will both work. So chord notes will always work, but remember, we're not using the F and B in the pentatonic scale. And when you've had a go at this, you can add the pedal in, but remember, if you're using the pedal, lift it up in between chords. And just experiment here and you'll get better and better at it. So that's the pentatonic scale. Do really enjoy improvising with this. It's such a great tool when it comes to improvisation. And if you can't play that chord progression in your left hand, don't worry. You could just Google on YouTube, you could just Google a simple chord progression accompaniment in a C major, and you can play over that using the 5 notes of the pentatonic scale. Now, if you've enjoyed learning about this and improvisation, I actually have a course on my website, mypianomethod.com. It's called Chord Jammer, and we go through all of these things in Chord Jammer. I take you from beginner to somebody who can improvise and play your favorite pop songs on the piano. And I do this by teaching you about scales, about chords, about how they work together, and the tools you can use to be able to improvise. And we do learn the pentatonic scale in the course, and you get a free 70-page ebook as well, and all lessons come with exercises. It's a really good tool for starting to understand the instrument. So go and take a look, www.mypianomethod.com.